everyone, we are going to jump straight into the video today where I am going to show you how you can get a Disney World vacation for under $3,000. Now, this price does not include transportation to and from Disney World. This is only going to be the price that is once you're inside the bubble. So, where you're going to stay, your tickets, and your food. So what I've done here is I've automatically jumped straight into August because this is going to be the cheapest time of year that you're going to find. Yes, it is also the hottest, but if you can brave the heat, you can find really cheap prices and also fewer crowds. So let me show you. I have August 24th to August 28th, 2026. So we have a 4-night stay. And for this video, I have 2 adults and 2 children. And the ages of the children that I put in are 7 and 5, so under 9. So you do have to remember that once your children are over 9, Disney sees them as an adult. So they're going to be paying adult prices as well as adult food prices for those like character dinings and dining restaurants where they have prefixed menus or prefixed pricing. So we went ahead and put the 2 children under 9. And a big reason for this also is because in the year 2026, there is a huge promotion going on where if you buy a dining package, a dining plan, kids under 9 can get a dining plan for free. Now, I usually don't recommend getting dining plans unless you have a promotion like this, because this can really save you so much money. So, and I'm going to show you how we can do all of this. Now, I have this booked for All Star Sports because this is going to be the cheapest resort on property. So I'm going to show you what this looks like. Okay, so as you can see, I'm going to click package because we are going to be including our tickets in this. We have standard room as well as preferred room. Now this is at 3,000 already because this has it already automatically at 4 or 5 tickets, and we're going to lower that actually down to 3 tickets. So as you can see, having a preferred room is a little bit more, but I'm going to show you how we're actually going to come under $3,000. So if your budget is $3,000, you could probably go ahead and get that preferred room once we change the tickets down to 3. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this one, the standard room. Yes, see, it automatically has us at 5 tickets. So we're not going to do that. We're actually going to go drop it down to 3 because, I mean, you could put it up to 4. But, personally, I like to have my travel days not have a park because you're not going to be able to get a full day out of it. So it just doesn't really make sense to me to pay that amount of money for, half of a day or something like that. So we're going to do our 3 park days, 1 park per day. Again, when I do this 1 park a day, it's going to put us under 3. So if you wanted to get the park hopper option, you probably could, but for right now, we're going to do the 1 park per day. Okay, and like I said, we're going to select the quick service dining plan for this because see here it says children ages 3 to 9 will get a free dining plan. If you're buying the dining plan, if you're doing the dining plan all together. So that's going to put us at $2,792. So there we have it, you guys. $2,700 for resort, tickets, and food. Now, I want you to keep in mind that the quick service dining plan is 2 quick service meals plus a snack. So obviously you are missing out on 1 meal per day if you like to have 3 meals per day. So a cheap option for this is to get a grocery delivery. And, especially for breakfast foods, you could get like bagels or muffins or something that's easy to bring with you to the park or eat while you're on the transportation for breakfast and then use your quick service points for lunch and dinner, because that's where the plan is going to really pay for itself, is to use those points on the more expensive things like lunch and dinner. Now, with this being under 3,000, you also have plenty of room for souvenirs. You have plenty of room for potentially getting lightning lanes. And especially because you would be going late August, I would highly recommend getting those lightning lanes because it's going to be so hot. This will save you from standing outside sometimes in those lines in the heat. So that could definitely help out with that. So now I did just want to go back and see what this looks like if we were to add on either a preferred room or the 3-day ticket with Hopper. So let's go ahead and first see what this does when we try to get a preferred room, because especially when you are doing those big resorts like the All-Stars, the rooms are really, really spread out and far away from the main area. So it is really nice to have those preferred rooms in these cases. So I'm going to update this, and then I think I'm going to have to change the tickets back again. Yeah, it has it at 5 again, so I'm going to go ahead and put that down to 3. Yeah, see, it's still going to be way under, but let's see what happens when we add on the dining plan if that puts us above 3,000. It goes right under 3,000. So you could do this, if you're not planning on getting the lightning lanes, because I mean the lightning lanes do cost money, but if you're not going to do the lightning lanes and you'd rather have the preferred room, this will still give you quite a bit of money for souvenirs, or maybe some other, if you wanted to do like a special dinner or something like that, you could do that as well. So I'm going to go back now and see what happens when I go back to the standard room and put on the park hopper, because obviously this is all about priorities, what the priority is for you and your family. Do you prioritize your room location? Do you prioritize lightning lanes? What do you prefer? So this is just a way for you to really see, the things that you can do. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go back to the standard room. Okay, we're going to go to those 3 park days, and we're going to upgrade to the park hopper. So now, as you can see, this number is pretty high. I don't think we're going to be able to get under the 3,000 with this when we add on the quick service plan. It's probably going to go, it's definitely going to go over the 3,000, but we'll see by how much. Yeah, so I mean, it does put us over by $100 or so. So, it really depends on what your actual budget is. If you can get a good deal on your plane tickets, or, make some cuts somewhere else. If you really wanted to get park hopper, you could even drop your park days down to 2 park days that have hopper, so that you can get to all 4 of those parks. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see what happens if we go back and put on 2-day park hopper. So we're going to switch that back to 2 days. Yeah, I mean, this definitely is an option. And then that gives you a nice rest day as well at your resort, where you can kind of hang out, go see other resorts, you can go look around. Yeah, I mean, this puts us significantly under 3,000, so you could absolutely get lightning lanes and still have some room for souvenirs. And also, don't forget that in 2026, in the summer, which is when this mock-up trip is happening, you will have that free water park day on your arrival. So you could arrive, go to the water park, do your park day the next day, your hopper day, do 2 parks that day, have a rest day in between where you hang out at the pool, at the resort. Maybe you can go hop around to another resort, and then the next day you have your next park hopper day, and then you go home the day after that. I mean, that could very well be a nice trip to really experience all 4 parks. You know, you have the dining plan, which allows you to have the food that you want to have. You know, it really depends. Like I said, it depends on your priorities and what matters most to you. You might really want to go to all 4 parks, and this is a great way to do it on the cheap. So there we have it, guys. $2,500 for a Disney World vacation. Now, again, you have to go in late August, which, you know, I mean, when I was young growing up, we went every year in late August. So obviously we kept going back. It wasn't that bad. You know, it's very hot. You just have to be prepared. But if you can handle that, if you can prepare yourself for the heat, you can really, it gives you an opportunity to experience Disney World. So that's it for this video, guys. I just wanted to do this, you know, because I know how expensive Disney World can be and how for so many families it's so hard to get there. And I just wanted to show you that it is doable. Yes, $3,000 is still expensive, especially considering this does not include airfare or anything like that. So yes, there is going to be more expense on top of this, but you know, if you save, even if you have to save for 2-3 years, you can do it. You can do it. You can get this money, this $2,500. You can do it. So good luck. Let me know in the comments if this changes things for you. If you can now think that, hey, maybe I can go. I would love to hear that. And go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if it helped you in any way. And until next time.